The first thing I saw about New Zealand is when I had my scholarship. I went to YouTube, searched New Zealand, and the first thing that came to me was the haka.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, cool, man. I want to see this. I want to go there. I want to meet the Māori. And then when I came here, it's like, I didn't see anyone. I didn't get the chances.
Yeah.
I've been in Christchurch for 7 years. Yeah, I did my PhD in chemistry, and I did that at the University of Canterbury. At the beginning, decided to go into the chemistry. It was mainly because of the science. It was nice, but there is something missing. And then I fell in love with photography. Chemistry, it's about reactions, it's about light, it's about photons, it's about colors. So I feel like they're really linked together. I'm actually from Sudan, but I have two sides because my mom is from Yemen and my dad is from Sudan. Coming to New Zealand, I knew that it's not going to be easy because it'll be a different culture. We have no relatives here. And what helped me a lot is actually my photography to be able to understand people more and help me to relate to others. And now I'm doing actually my own business of photography and videography, and I have my little studio with my beautiful wife who's doing actually makeup. She's a makeup artist. And I'm a father of 2 kids. One is 8 years old and one 4 years old. هتدفع علي الصور حقت يدي؟
والله ولا شيء.
ها؟
ما بدفع عليك.
أصور لك ليش؟ طيب.
تصوير الكاميرا دي حقتك براك. دي أحلى. حلوة ما شاء الله.
I've met lots of Maori people, but I've never had a chance to talk to them and maybe even link with them in photography. So it's actually really exciting for me to actually meet Te Rawhitiroa in Raglan.
E rawe te hoki mai ki te kāinga. A tāhua tēnei hapori, a tāhua hoki te taiao. Ahakoa no Whāingaroa, no te taitukerei, I tipu ake au I roto o Waikato, I Whāingaroa nei. Waku mahi katoa, he mea whakatairanga, whakanui, whakaatu I te ātāhua o te ao Māori. Ko taku hihia kia waipuketia ngā pai pāpori ki te hirahiratanga o te ao Māori. Ki te Māori atamai, ki te Māori manaki, kia waipuke katoa, kia pana I au kōrero tāmi ki te taha. Ai, no reire, kua tōia mai a Rami ki kone ki Whāingaroa. Māua tahi, he kai whakāhua. Kore he motuhake tana tirohanga ki te ao. Motuhake anō tōku tirohanga ki te ao. Ana tēnei huihuinga o Māua, ka kite I rā motuhaketanga. Engari e hakapai tonu anau, ka kite hoki I ngā ritenga. Hey, tēnā koe. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam. It's good to see you.
Nau mai, hara mai. Come in.
Thank you. Shoes.
He knows about the shoes already. Kapai.
Yeah, definitely. We have this. Now I have. Grandma will give you a bit of a slap. You come in with the shoes.
Kapai. Have a seat, mate. You want a cup of tea?
That would be great, actually. Thanks.
This is a recent shoot that we did. One of the things is we're looking at moko. And so using that as a storytelling medium, because for us, moko tells stories, holds genealogy, like whakapapa, that he comes from and history and stuff like that. Like, beautiful, eh?
Yeah. These are really cool. Yeah, that's nice. You're actually documenting history, because I feel this, after many years, people will come back and see this. They'll be questioning.
Yeah,
and asking,
who's that? Who's that guy?
Yeah, it's really impressive for me.
Cool. And what about yours, bro? I'm excited to see yours.
Actually, I have a few photos here from Yemen and in Sudan. This is actually in Yemen.
What's amazing is heaps of your designs are the same designs that we have in our tukutuku panels, like in our inside the meeting house. This design here would be similar to a pātiki, which for us is the flounder.
Yeah. And this is when it's surprising that you'll see that lots of cultures are kind of linked together somehow.
I think it's because they come from nature, bro.
And the more I get to know about Maori culture, the more I see how we actually have very similar culture.
Values, eh?
Values, family. That reminds me of how we actually have been raised. So, yeah, so who's this?
Is it you?
That's me.
Little guy.
This
Is
is
you
my
and
dad.
your papa?
Yes, this is my dad who passed away in '96. Lots of people told me that, oh, you look
like your
you
dad.
look like
Yeah,
your
yeah,
dad.
heard it.
Yeah, he was actually a journalist and he was actually a photographer as well.
Wicked.
And I think being a photographer has been gifted to me actually through my dad. At the back of my mind and in my heart, it was there, but it wasn't showing until I kind of picked up a camera, started taking photos, and then I'm like, wait, this is actually not me. This is actually,
Yeah, we call it taonga tukui, or something that's been handed down through the generations.
Interesting. Thank you. And this is actually one of my special photos. It's actually a sandstorm. This one will only give you 20 seconds to 30 seconds until you
the
run.
camera. Yeah.
Actually, you have to run, go to the car, close the doors and everything. And this is another photo which is actually in Sumner Beach. That's
Epic
during
sunset.
sunset. Yeah.
Speaking of sunset, do you like sunrise?
Oh man, yeah.
Because we're getting up early tomorrow morning, going to go and meet one of my bros.
I'm actually really bad with waking up early.
I'll make sure you wake up, bro.
Thank you.
Mahi tuatahi, haere ki te tūtaki ki ngā tangata whenua o te kāinga nei. Nō reira, ka haere ki te tūtaki kia Johnny Rickard, ka mahi whakāhua maua, ki te tautoko i tana kaupapa hauora. Ore nā tōkana.
Hey, cheer my bro. Oh, it's in here. Been a long time, brother. Hey, Kazzy, mate. Hey, cheer, brother. Hey, mate. Good to have you guys here, bro. Bro, you're a bit taller than I remember, bro. What the heck?
Who wakes up at this time of the morning, man?
Well, hey, well, we do. Well, you two, you're looking a bit sort of like, what, jet lagged, tired, stiff? You know, over it. So, yeah, we'll get you in here. You guys can have a warm-up with everyone, eh?
Yeah.
Right, easy. Let's go, combo for combo. Nice work. Warm those shoulders up. Oh, nice work. Yeah, nice. And then back to where you started. Back in the middle.
Man, should we get in?
Keep it going, keep it going. Okay, go, dig it in. Holy four. Okay, last one. 3, 2, 1. All right, that's us.
That's nice. I like that one. I like shooting through as well.
Yeah,
like
that's different angles rather than...
just eye level all the time, eh? Yeah.
If you think about imagery and our culture, images, they tell stories. And I guess back in the old days, they couldn't really take photos. And so they used to find pieces of wood and pieces of stone to make those images, to tell those stories. And so I guess, you know, what you guys are doing is part of the familiarity around imagery and around storytelling and around the fact that we all, regardless of where we come from or who we are or, you know, our size or our shape or our language, we all have a story to tell. This place is about togetherness and oneness and finding balance. And as you can see this morning, you had a whole bunch of people come in here, do their thing, and then take off all the better for it. Even you're saying, okay, man, I ought to do some exercise in the mornings or whatever. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing the story.
Days,
Thank you.
brother.
Thank you.
My man. You gonna start training now?
Yeah, and I'll try to. Morning. How you doing? Thank you. You first?
Tahi mochaccino me te miraka kokonati kua?
Yeah. I get a flat white, please, 2 sugar. Interesting when I listen to the Maori. Sounds like music.
I thought the
For
same
me,
for Arabic as well, but
Yeah.
it's really beautiful listening to
Yeah,
Arabic.
it's nice. Thank you.
Right.
Looks nice. Shukran. I like how the Maori names are linked with nature.
Yeah.
So I was interested to know what is the meaning of Te Rawhitiroa.
Yeah, te is the, ra is the sun, whiti, shine, roa is long, so like eternal sunshine, long shining sun, that sort of thing. I try and be a sunny guy.
That's a cool name, eh? I'm actually really interested to know some of the Maori words because sometimes I listen to some of them and I'm like, oh, what do they mean?
How to respond, eh? Yeah, what do you know?
Not much, maybe just kia ora.
Kia ora? Yeah, kia ora is like be well, be alive, have life.
So is this like similar to when we say salam alaikum, which means
Wa
like
alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum salam. Here we go, you got that. Yeah, it actually means peace be upon you.
And in the response, malaikum salam.
Wa alaikum salam, which means and to you too.
Oh, wicked! What a beautiful way to greet, eh?
Yeah, interesting to learn about different languages. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة وقد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Bro, it was a real privilege to be able to be there and witness you doing your prayer.
Thank you so much. It's a really important thing for us to connect with God.
And is there a certain time? Are there certain times of the day?
Yeah, we do have 5 times in a day. It's like the early morning one, and then the noon time, and then the late afternoon, sunset, and then the evening one.
Does that mean you have to wake up early every morning?
Yes, you have to, and that's when I have to change my habit of sleeping until late. What about you?
Yeah, a lot of our ceremonies are all pre-dawn. Yeah. Tāne te waiora te haunga mai o te rā. Like the sunrise is a really important time in terms of rising energy.
This is beautiful, man.
Yeah, bro.
Iahina ko rito, iahina ko te iahina mākehu. Ātūturu I konei te tahi torangi, te tahi to atua. He ara mō te tini mō te mano e whakarau I ka nei e. Ti hei, Māori ora.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah, and again, like a different perspective. Yeah, perfect. Shot. So Simon's not just a stone carver, he also carves wood, he also carves people in terms of our traditional tāmoko. So there's so much that the bro does, and it's wicked to see you carving this piece. What's this piece that we're looking at now, bro?
So I'm sculpting a ngira, which is a needle, sculpted out of granite, and basically the ngira is a bit of a personal piece for me. It just, my father was a tailor, so obviously created a lot of inspiration. The needle also is a reference to a lot of the mahi moko that I do, so a lot of the tattooing that I do. It also has a nice connection to one of the proverbs that our rangatira, our king Potatau te Whirowhiro said, ko tahi te kōwhao o te ngira, which basically translates there's only one hole in the needle that the red, black and white thread must pass through. So basically just references to unity.
Yeah, so different peoples all coming together, through finding that unity.
That's really great, and you actually reminded me of our old generation. We used to have those kind of moko, or called moko, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the shuluch. It's called in Sudanese. It's called shuluch, which is like scarves on the faces. But our young generation, they don't have them anymore. Right. Lots of tribes used to have some of these ones. Right. So yeah,
carving wood and carving people, they're here for, say, a generation or a few generations, but carving stone, it's like hundreds of years, eh?
It's around for eternity,
Tēnā koe hoa, it's been awesome being able to connect with you and hear your story. I've got a little taonga for you, bro.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
This is a toki, really? Which is the head of the adze that we use for carving, symbolic of you carving your future.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful. I always wanted to have one, and now I have one. So that means a lot for me. It's so special now. Thank you so much.